The internet finally agrees. DSCR mortgages unlock U.S. real estate for foreign investors. These newer types of mortgages allow investors anywhere in the world to buy U.S. property based just on the rental income and a down payment. Why are DSCR mortgages the key to foreign investors buying U.S. real estate? Let's find out. I'm John Pastor, co-founder of Nonresident Investor and a licensed mortgage broker. In this video, we're breaking down debt service coverage ratio mortgages to show why they are a game changer for non-resident investors. First, if you're a real estate investor or hope to own property one day that pays you each month, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. The chances are you are looking to diversify your portfolio with U.S. real estate. You're looking to buy a rental and tap into the booming U.S. real estate market. This could be the solution you've been searching for. Now, you've probably already heard of a DSCR mortgage. So on top of explaining these mortgages, I'm going to go over a couple important steps in the mortgage process for you to prepare so you can get the best terms when you invest in U.S. real estate. Here are the basics. A DSCR mortgage is designed for real estate investors buying property they will never live in. The bottom line is, because you will never live there, and this is an investment, instead of focusing on your personal income, lenders look at the property's ability to generate income. In simple terms, the property needs to pay its own mortgage. The DSCR is a ratio. For example, if your rental property generates $5,000 a month and your mortgage payment is $4,000 a month, your DSCR is 1.25. In fact, a DSCR of 1.25 is the minimum you should be looking for when modeling investments. In this case, the property's rental income covers 125% of its debt obligation or mortgage payment. Lenders typically require a DSCR of at least 1. However, depending on the risk profile of a lender, you can get down to 0.75 in very specific scenarios. Here's why DSCR mortgages are a game changer for foreign investors. There is no U.S. income verification required. You don't need to show any form of personal tax or income statements, and especially you do not need to show any translated income documents, which are a pain to get certified and for mortgage companies to verify. The other main reason is that it's possible to get these mortgages with no U.S. credit history. Many lenders don't require a U.S. credit score, which is a major hurdle for non-residents. That being said, there are simple tricks to get a U.S. credit score as a foreigner, including setting up an ITIN number or asking for your credit card like American Express, International Bank, or creditor to report your account history to U.S. credit bureaus. The truth is, you should focus on the property and make do with the terms you get, especially on your first deal, because for your next investment, you will get better terms based on your experience. Lenders are going to ask for a schedule of real estate owned. This is the most important aspect for getting better terms. In this schedule, include all of the property owned by the entity and the owners of that entity that are purchasing the property. In other words, this is an opportunity to brag about you and your partner's holdings. DSCR mortgages are designed to accommodate ownership structure within an LLC. This is one of the main differences between conventional mortgages and DSCR mortgages. One of the biggest secrets we're sharing today is that all of the experience of any member of the entity buying or borrowing against the property counts. If you own 2 properties and your partner owns 3, you have a total experience of 5 deals under your belt. All of a sudden, you get more leverage with the lenders. Qualifying for a DSCR mortgage is more straightforward for investors than traditional mortgages, but there are still key requirements. First, the down payment. As a foreign national, and if it's your first deal with no credit history, expect to put down 25 to 35% of the property's value, and be ready to prove up to 12 months of mortgage payments in a dedicated business bank account to manage the property. This is one of the reasons why we suggest you get started structuring your business now. DSCR threshold. Aim for a DSCR of at least 1.15 to 1.25. You should be evaluating these properties and their income like it's your job. Entity documentation. Set up your LLC with an operating agreement and be prepared to submit this with your EIN letter, certificate of status, and articles of formation or incorporation. Valid passport and visa. Some lenders may ask for proof of legal status, but all of the lenders we work with are flexible. You definitely will need a passport. Now, the hard truth. With the DSCR mortgage, here are the challenges. Limited lender options. Not all banks offer foreign investor DSCR mortgages, so it's crucial to work with a mortgage broker who specializes in investment properties for foreign nationals. You need to focus on finding the correct property, and your broker will arrange the best financing. The appraisal. Until about 2 weeks into being into contract, you won't know how much an appraiser will appraise the property, and you won't know how much the appraiser will put for the rent payment that the property will generate. More often than not, the appraisal throws some sort of a wrench in the equation. There are ways you can prepare the property and provide information to the appraiser to support your property value. But once again, it's super important to have a mortgage broker who can manage the appraiser, manage any seller's agent, and deliver results. The timeline. If you haven't formed your LLC, or you haven't transferred money or opened a bank account, aim for at least 45 days to close. Why? Because you need about 3 weeks to form the LLC and receive an EIN. There are ways to rush some aspects of the process, but it's best to be realistic with a timeline as a foreigner buying US real estate. Here is our main focused advice. Focus on properties with strong rental income. Set up a well-structured and documented entity, and be prepared for a 45-day close. Additionally, maintain a healthy amount of reserves of mortgage payments in your US bank account. The final takeaway. Start today by booking a call. Don't start when you find a property. First, find a general target location, start an entity, open a bank account, and start moving smaller sums of money into the US over time until you find a property. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're a Canadian investor looking to buy a rental property in Florida. You haven't found a property, but you open a Florida company, and you start the process of transferring approximately the monthly rent payment into a US business account each month. You find a property and you want to act. There's nothing holding you back. The property generates $4,000 a month in rent, and your mortgage payment is $3,200. That gives you a DSCR of 1.25. You decide to put down 25%, you transfer that 25% to your US bank account, which already shows proof of reserves, you sign an initial term sheet, you pay for an appraisal, and within weeks, you're approved and closing your purchase in a US embassy, without having to submit US tax documents or prove US income. We will help you with every step as a one-stop solution for non-resident investors. So now you know why getting a US mortgage as a foreign investor has become increasingly easier over time because of the DSCR mortgage, not requiring income proof, but you're also aware of the pitfalls. These mortgages can still be a headache if you don't have all your ducks in a row with the funds and company. In the process, expect hiccups around the appraisal. So, if you're a foreign national looking to invest in US real estate, DSCR mortgages can open doors you never thought possible. You need our help as a one-stop solution. Ready to explore your options? Contact me today, and let's get you one step closer to owning your US investment property. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights on real estate investing. Thanks for watching.